Hi there, everybody. In today's video, we're going to go and have a look at how to create a form on your system. What is a form? Forms are used to capture information in your own fully customizable way. Forms can be classified by linking them to a job or customer. The form remains in draft status and cannot be used until it gets confirmed. Job types can be linked to these forms, and so when you go ahead and create a job with that specific job type, that form will automatically be on your job card. Go ahead and start forms. So we would go into our settings in the top right hand corner. We would scroll down to our forms option, and then we would select create. We can name our form. We can link the form to a job or a customer. At the moment, we'll just link this to a job. We can select the job types that this form needs to be completed on. And then we can go ahead and create that form. Now, creating our specific line, we would select add item. We've got all sorts of types of inputs that are required on this specific form. So first, the most powerful is our table. We would select table, inspection, label the table. We can go ahead and select design table. And in the blank gray block, we can go into that and we can select, we can add our label as condition. We can change the type to a select, for example, and we can say this is they can select good, moderate, or poor, and update. Then I can go ahead and select the plus button to add another column, and then I can go ahead and select image and type in my label on the top of the column as image. This will allow the technician out on site to take an image of that specific item. You can keep adding columns, and you can add rows by selecting label rows, and where it says new row, you can change the item that they would need to inspect. Item 1, add it to item 2, 2, item 3, etc. Once we are happy with that, we can go ahead and select update and save, and that has added our first line to our form. If I go ahead and select add another item, then I would go ahead and add the next line item. You can put those line items under sections within your form. So you can go ahead and select section, heading section 1. You can make the section repeatable, which would give you an option to add that section again to the form out on site by just clicking the plus button and create. The types, so we have a checkbox option, which will just be a tick or not to tick, a text option, a text box, which will come out in a paragraph format, a number option that will only accept numbers, a yes or no, a date that will pull up a calendar and the technician will be able to select a specific date, date and time. We've got the select that I showed you previously of all the options that you can create your options and you can select a specific option. You've got a multi-select, which is the exact same thing as select, but then you'll be able to select multiple options from the drop-down you have made. Table we've been through. An image can be selected and taken out on site from the device. The signature would be an open field that can be used as a signature field that the client or the technician can use their finger and sign on the form. And then informational text is any specific information that you want to put onto this form, like terms and conditions or COC information, etc. So let's go ahead and add a yes or no. Did you clean site before leaving, for example? And that's under section 1, and that will be a yes or no. We can see section 1 is repeatable, and we can drag and drop these line items under these specific sections. Great. Once I'm happy with my form, I can go ahead and select Preview. And this will show me a quick preview of what the form PDF printout would look like. It's important to make our form live once we have created the form, and this will enable it to be used out on site. We can see this form is in version 1, and we can go back into this form and make any edits or changes that we may need for the future, and that will change to version 2, 3, 4, and so on. So let me show you what this form would look like. You can go ahead and select Add Job, create or select my customer. So my job type is the weekly maintenance, and I can go ahead and select Create Job. Now out on site, this inspection form we just created is on that job card, and it can be filled out. Did you leave the site clean? Yes. You can select the condition of the item. Good. Add an image. The image will then get loaded onto the table, and then once we finish that, we can add a section because I made that section repeatable. Once we are happy with our form and completed it, we can go ahead and select Complete. And then back in the office or on site, we can go ahead and select Print Form, and this will give you our form PDF. And that's it. That's it for forms. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.